Hi everyone, welcome to BumbleBeeCrafts. Thanks for tuning in to another video from me. So I'm here with Monday's video for my May's Mixed Media Mayhem. So we're carrying on from last Monday when we got a bit messy with things, playing with these lovely mixed media kits from Rachel and Bella Crafts. So this is part of my design team work for Rachel this month. So yeah, in the first video we worked on creating the backgrounds for some of the doodle pages from the Doodle Fusion that she'd done, the black and white pages. This time round I'm going to reverse it and I'm going to use some of these lovely coloured backgrounds that she's already created for us, and I'm going to do the mark making, if you like, on the top. Now I'm not very confident in my hand mark making like these would be done, and a lot of mixed media artists out of there will just doodle around and stuff. So I'm going to be relying on stamps and stencils to do mine. So I've dug out some. This one I think is probably going to be the most used one. This is from Amazon, just a mixed mark making pack. Obviously I've got my trusty Tim Holtz script ledger if we wanted any writing on it. This little postage stamp set does have a couple of little mark ones on there that I thought might be quite cool, and then also I've got my stencils because I thought I could layer up with some different things. So as I said, out of all of Rachel's lovely mixed media kits, I'm using pages from the Doodle Fusion kit, and these are the pages. I've printed them out. My printer, my new Epson printer, does borderless, and I've printed these on card because my idea is to turn them into some tags and some journaling cards, and we can cut into them. So let's think about where we're going to start. I think these two are slightly more washy, more watercolour kind of feel to them, and I'm thinking they would work with a nice soft stencil on the background and then some stamping on top of them. These are much brighter, and I thought I could just go straight in with some really bright stamps, maybe even do black and have them quite striking. So I think I'll start with some stenciling, so we'll put them to the side and let's have a look at my stencils. I don't have very many, but we will have a little look at what we've got. We definitely don't want a rose. I don't think the cogs or anything are going to work, but I think maybe this would work over that. Would it work on there? Or do I want to use the hearts on that one? I actually quite like the hearts for that one, so I think I'll use this background one on here. Okay. Now I want to be quite organic with how I do this. I don't want to like pin it down and get exact squares. I want to do let's put my mat down, just little sections of it is what I'm thinking for this. So if I use my mat, and I'm probably thinking Oxides might work better. So these were the Oxides that I've been using. And I'm just thinking that to go the opposite, like you've got blue along this top bit, I might do a nice pink. I think that would work. Now I've got some brushes, but I don't know if I've got a pink one. Doesn't look like I've got a pink. What have I got? Orange, brown, green. Oh, it looks like I've got two green. Okay, I don't need two green, do I? Let's make sure there's none. I don't want to be mixing my colours. And I don't think I've got any spare brushes. So let's just make sure I've got all the green. That might be go on here actually. Just give that bit of a clean off. So how's everybody doing? I hope you're all doing well. Hope you've been enjoying the mixed media playing again. Hope it's encouraged you to have a little go and play with things. Okay, so let's just what's that like? Yeah, that's not too bad. I'm going to do a bit of a longer one here. Oh, that's coming up quite nicely. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do those. Now, I do want to come in with maybe a bit of blue on some of these middle bits. So you can go in there. So I do have a blue oxide one, and this is the blue that I've been using. It's quite strong, so I want to make sure I just go ever so lightly. Oops. Yeah, it's a bit stronger there than I wanted it, but that's fine. We'll do a little bit of blue here. Yeah, that's better. So we've got the blue, and then down the bottom I think the orange would work really nicely. And I have this one by the looks. Just make sure. Yeah, that would be good. So down on this bottom section, I'm going to, where it's the pinkier colours, I'm going to do a bit of the orange, so we're kind of like contrasting. Move that up and just work the rest of that in. Yeah. Oh, that's added a lot of difference to it, hasn't it? I think I want a bit of pink here actually. There's my pink one. Just here. Yeah. And then I think just a little bit up in this corner. That's created a nice backdrop to that, hasn't it? I really like that. So that's one layer put on. So I'll leave that to one side now. So we'll bring in this one. And my stencils, we're finished with my stencils. So with this one, I was thinking the hearts would be quite good. So what colours? I'm thinking I might go with the blue. Don't have any other colour blue. Let me just have a look in my oxides. Did I get the oxides out? I don't think I did actually. Let me just see. Oh, I've got, here we go. I've got a couple more oxides here that I think might work. I should have pulled them all out. Okay, I'm wondering if the Mermaid Lagoon I think would go better with that one, and the Salt Taffy I think would work, so we'll go with those. Now I'm going to do the blue. I want to make sure I've got a lot of that off. I don't want that dark blue. Okay, so I'm going to go with the Mermaid Lagoon first. Just trying to keep it light. That's nice. Oops, putting the bit on there. And then I think I'm going to do the same again down here. Some little hearts in there. Like so. That's quite funky. I want to do a lot of that here and a little bit along here. This is coming together really nicely. I'm just wondering to introduce some of the salt taffy before I get too carried away with the blue. Now that one is probably going to have to go with, that's the oranges. I don't want the orange. I think I might have to use this, the one that I use the pink for. So let's just make sure that the Kitsch Flamingo is off. That should be enough. And where do we, I think I want some little hearts just here. That's come up really nicely, and again I'm going to have some hearts just down here. And I think we want some in here, and a little bit there. Where else? I think that's in it actually. Well, I am really pleased with that layer on there. So I'll put them all away in a bit. Okay, so that's the first layer for these. Oh, I need my pad for stamping. What I think I'm going to do now is decide on some stamping on top of them, and I might still go with the Oxides and just see how they stamp up. So let me have a look and see. It's more, I do apologise if you can hear those aeroplanes. These last couple of days there's been loads and loads of aeroplanes flying around. Gosh, they are really low. It's because where I live in Norfolk, I'm not far from the Wash. We've got RAF Marham, and they fly right over, as you can hear, straight through over to the Wash and out to do their training exercises. Oh, noisy planes. It's because it's been hot. It's been really warm these last few days. Really warm. Let's have a look and see. Just wondering whether if I introduce some bubbles, what are the other little swirly things? I've got some little swirly ones on here. What do I want to put on here? I'm just thinking, do I then go quite strong with the black and do, I mean, you've got some doodly little flowers here. I think they might be a bit too strong in the black. think the splats and those are a bit too strong for here. Okay, I think I'm going to use, where are we stuck? I'm going to use this swirly one, if I can get it off, and probably this swirly one. Oh, it's not been used, I don't think, these haven't. It's a bit tough to get off. Okay, let's start with these. So I'll pop you on there first. And I'm thinking I might still go with those colours. Let's have a look and see. Let's see what this... That's not too bad. I'm just gonna go in. I don't mind that it's all a little bit not crisp, because this is like a watercolour page. Yeah, I quite like those around the edges. I'm just wondering if we could do some random ones in here. Let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. Yeah, I think I like that. Now I will need to clean my stamp. I'm very very good at cleaning my stamps after each time I've used them. Okay, so we'll leave you on there. Let's go with the next one. And what colour did we use on the next one? Let's do some bright Kitsch Flamingo on this one. And see, where would we like you? A little flourish there. Actually want you up that way. Now I want you coming slightly off the page there. I don't mind that. Same with that. And then yeah, I think that's... Now I really would like a third swirly one so that I can do it in the wild honey. So let's just have a little look-see back through my stamps and see if I've got a swirly one, another swirly one I can use. Doesn't look like there's a swirly one in there. Is there a swirly one? That one? What do we think that little one would look like as little bursts? Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that one. And these have hardly been used, these ones. They're old. I haven't had a new card making magazine with the free stamps and everything for months and months. This year I haven't. And we're into May, so at least 5-6 months. Right, let's put those back over there. Let's put our little flourish one on there. And let's go with the wild honey. little flourishes. I want to do like a little cluster of them, like so. Like that. Where else do we want? Actually, I think that's enough on there. So that's that. I'm just wondering, now that we've got a bit of a background, that's the blue's quite dark compared to everything else. So I'm now thinking what we could do on the top of this. What do we want, or do we think that's enough? I mean, I've got numbers, but I don't feel numbers are really fitting. I mean, these flowers are like doodles, so I'm just wondering what that would look like dotted around. Yeah, let's go for it. And I'm thinking that I'm gonna go with my Warm Breeze colour. It's one of the Clairs, so it's going to come up quite strong, but for me this blue is quite strong and the others are quite muted, so I wanted something to balance that strong blue out. So let's just go for it. If I don't like it, then I cover it up with something. So I'm thinking of a flower, slap bang there. I'm going to do one here. Yeah, I like this actually. Oops, damn, don't think I can stamp over. That's not too bad. Like so. Yeah, I just think that balances that out now. I really like that. So for me, that background, I would say, is done. It can just be cut up into tags or journaling cards, and then you can add focal points. So we'll probably have a play on Wednesday, on my Let's Craft Wednesday video. We will cut these up and play with them. Okay, so that's that background all done. Let's just clean my stamp. How long did that take us? Oh, 25 minutes almost. That's fine. So I'm going to leave those there. Okay, so let's just pop you behind me. So let's grab our next one. And this one had the hearts in. I don't think I got anything out with the hearts. But I am wondering about the swirls, because I think they would work with the circles on here. Just having a look to see if there's any swirls in here. Oh, there's a third one there. I never saw that. Look, how blind was I? And there's some doodly flowers. They might work. This one's got a few circles. And that one's just that. Okay, I'm thinking then, oops, this one. Let's do this funky circle, and I'm going to, what did we use? We used the salt taffy, didn't we? So let's go with that again. And I'm thinking, will that fit in there? Oh, yes. And we'll have one down in here. One up on there. Yeah. So that's that one. I need to clean it because I want to use the same circle with the other colour. Okay, so the other colour that we used on here was the Mermaid Lagoon. Where can we put the third blue one? In there. There we go. Now, do I want to any other colour? No, I don't think so, and I think I'm done with my circles. Okay. But what I did spot in here was the other one that I never used, this swirly whirly one, and I thought I had a little heart in this set, but I guess I don't. Just wondering if I can grab anything that's got a little heart on it quickly. Mushrooms. Oh, what have we got here? That's a little checked heart. Actually, that might not look too bad. There's a solid heart on there. Let's go with this. I was gifted these recently in a ephemera swap. I think they're, because the lady lives in America, that we swapped, yeah, American crafts, look. So I don't, here in the UK, I wouldn't have access to these. So I'm going to go with this one. And I'm going to stick with the colours, actually, the two different colours. So we'll go with the salt taffy. And I'm going to do one up here. I'll do like a little collection of 3. There we go. And then 1, 2, 3. Okay, happy with that. I'm going to do the same again in the Mermaid Lagoon. Let's just I'm going to have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 there, and then some over here, thinking up here. 1, 2, 3. Yep, I'm liking that. So we've got hearts, we've got swirls. I'm just thinking there might have been, yeah, there's some more hearts on this bit. So let's see what sort. We want a solid. Quite like this tiny little round one. That's cute. And again, I'm just going to stick to these colours. And I'm going to just dot these in some of the circles. There's a circle there. Yep, just random. I want to try and keep it, as I said, as organic as possible. Just going to do it on this, it's so small. There we go. Okay. I'm going to put it right next to it on that one. On there. That's another one there. Yeah. Yep, happy with that one. And there's an even bigger heart, but it's solid. I might still use that. I might still use it because I don't think I want to introduce anything other than the hearts and the swirls. Oops. So let's go with this one. Did not go very well. There we go. Yep, that's all I want for that one. And then I want to put a few on with the blue. Okay. Yeah, I think that background's, and again, another lovely background that's finished. Okay. So I'm just going to pause my video here, tidy up these because they will need a bit of a clean, and then we will come back and I will be more doing the stamping with these ones. So see you in a mo. Hello again. So this one was what I'm working on next, and I want to use my stronger colours for this. So I'll be putting the oxides away, and I'm going to use my either archival ink or the VersaFine Clair, because I want some really strong colours and splats on here. So first things first is I think I will start with, I'm just looking to see what colours. I'm going to go with the yellow first because it's the lightest colour. And where the yellow is, I am just going to do a splot like so. That's actually quite soft, quite a pale colour. I was expecting something to be a bit stronger. Never mind, I'll work with it because I do want some yellow in the background. So maybe we could then have a yellow splot kind of here. Yeah, we want a third one. Where do we want a third one? I'd like to make sure that I do things in threes. So where do we want a third stamp in this? Maybe just somewhere here. Slap bang in the middle. Yeah, I think that's going to work. So let's give this a bit of a clean. The archival does stain quite a bit, but that's fine. Okay, so what colour next? I think the Warm Breeze might be quite nice. Now this should be quite a strong colour. So I'm just wondering if I should stamp it off. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stamp it off and then just do some splotches there. Okay. Let's wet this and just clean it that way. I think it doesn't look like there's much on. I want to go in with the purple, I think, and I'm going to do the same. I think I'm going to stamp off before I do a splat, and do a splat there, another one there, and one up there. Yeah, I quite like that. Now I don't have a pink in these colours. I just have quite purples and reds. I don't think the introduction of red would be right on here. So let's just make sure this is clean. So we've got some little splotches in this one, I noticed, so let's use that. And this time round I'm not going to stamp off, I'm going to go and do a stronger splotch, just dotted around. Next, so I think I'll do the same colour, but same stamp but in a different colour is what I'm thinking. we'll go back to the Warm Breeze. Yeah, I think that's good enough. And then I'm going to go with the yellow and see if I can get this a bit stronger. There's a few splotches. Okay. So what do we want to do on the top? I actually think I might be brave and do some of the numbers on the top. So let's pull... Ooh. Let's have 3. 3, 6 and 9. Let's pull these numbers out. And I'm actually going to use, I think actually rather than the black, I'm going to use Twilight, which is a lovely dark navy blue. Just make sure the number's straight. Yeah, I actually quite like those. So I think I might stick with this colour actually, just do it with different numbers. Now, which was the 6 and which was the 9? They're both identical, that's a fine. Oh, how bizarre. I would have thought they'd have been slightly different. Oh, well, I'll go with the 6. And then the 9. Make sure I get it that way. That's a bit different. And I'm just wondering if it needs anything more. I'm thinking, do I need to put anything more on there? But if I did, what would I put? I'm thinking that's a bit too big. Do I have anything else? Splotches, swirls. They're all individual. No, I think I'm going to leave that one as it is. I think I'll leave that one, because then we can cut it up and we can add bits to that. Yeah, I'm going to leave that one. So this is the fourth one that I wanted to work on. And this one's a bit more blank. It's just like watercolour. So I need to really think as to what I'm going to do on this one. And I'm going to take that off because it's not, it's a bit big. So let's have a rummage. Let's have a rummage. I mean, I could do some ledger on the background, or I could turn it into something really arty and do our little patterns. This is one big stamp that's got amazing, fabulous, awesome, sparkle, yay, yes, happy, good time, celebration, memories, yippee, wonderful, cool, fantastic, fab, clink, great, fantastic, woohoo, cheers, pop. I wonder if that one over the background, or do I want to go with the numbers? That's the other thing, wasn't it? There was the number ones. I actually think this might work with a stencil, and I'm not sure. So I've got those two, but I don't think these are my only other stencils. I don't think the gears would go. Let me just grab one washing up bowl where I've got my bits to wash, and just see if I wanted to do any of the hearts. I don't want to go with them. Actually, I'm going to go with the hearts. I'll leave that in there as a background, and I want to do let's see, we don't want those. They can go in the bucket to be washed. I don't think I want them. That clears me space. Okay, so I'm going to go back. I'm going to use a bit of Mermaid Lagoon on this. Yeah, I like that. And I want to do a similar kind of feel on this end, but not too much. Oops. How's that? I can pick it up. Yeah. Okay. So where haven't we used? We haven't used in that middle bit. So if I do a bit of the wild honey, because that's a nice orange. But I want to do quite lightly. I'm going really lightly because I don't want it to be too strong. Yeah, just a faint in the background. And then I want to do some bit of pinky bits. I think actually the salt taffy rather than the pink. I'm just going to pick up a little bit and just do a bit here. Yep. A little bit up here. Yeah, just think that gives a little bit more interest to the background. Okay. So now I do want to try using this stamp, I think. If I can get it off. they stick like I don't know what when they're new. Good job they're silicone. Gosh, damn it. Struggling to get it off. I'll try it. Don't want to stretch the stamp too much. Is that possible to do that? Feels like it might be the way this is going. Yay! Freedom. The stamp is free. Right. I'm going to need my big block for this. There. Okay. So I think the oxides, stamping up in the oxides might be better as well. So let's go and ink this all up. Now I've got my stamp off pad next to me. I'm going to stamp off first because I have no idea what this looks like. Let me just show you. That's what it's like. Yeah, I think that's going to work. So let's just give it a bit more ink. And I'm just going to go slightly over the top there. And I'm going to come again down this bottom bit. Like so. Okay, let's give this a bit of a clean. Because I want to use another colour after this. Sorry, I think I might be jiggling the camera as I'm cleaning this. I've got some ink on here. There we go. Make sure she's dry. Okay, so I want to come in with the wild honey. Actually, no, I think I'm going to go with the salt taffy and pop some up in this corner. Okay, let's bring in this because I'm going to go off the page. So get it the right way around would help. I'm going to do it like that. That's quite, I like that. And then I'm going to do the same in the bottom corner. Like so. Yeah. And then I think we just need to add some stronger stamping on the top. Okay, I can clean that with soapy water later. Okay. So what do we want to do on the top? I was wondering about some flowers, doodly flowers. There was a few in this. we've used that one, but there's a couple of little doodly ones there, or do I go down the butterfly route? I think I'll go with the little doodles here. And then them, that little butterfly. And then maybe, no, I don't think I'm going to go with the leaves. Yeah, we'll just go with these. Okay. And I actually think I'm going to stick with these, and I'm just going to kind of dot them as if they're with these. Like so. Okay. Do the Mermaid Lagoon in the same. I'm going to cover up that smudge with this. Okay. Ink on my pad. So we're finished with that one. Then I want to use this other flower. And we'll do the salt taffy. Okay. And then lastly, we'll carry on with just a few of these. Like so. And then I think we might just have some space for some butterflies. But what colour do I want to do the butterflies in? Do we want to stick with this same colour, or do we want a bit of a pop for a butterfly? Actually, we had a little bit of the wild honey, didn't we? And we've not actually used any more of that. So I'm going to just do some yellow butterflies where there's a gap. At the top, and have one here, one there, one there. Right, that's coming in there. Yeah, I think that's done. So that stamp can be cleaned afterwards. Okay, so let me move everything out and let's show you what we've created. So there's this one. That's so fun, that one is. Then we did this one. We did this one. And then that was the first one that we did. In all honesty, I think some of these could do with some more now that I've kind of gone to town with this one. This one's really full, but I love it. I think some of these, especially this one, could probably do with a bit more. But how much fun was that? Enhancing the backgrounds that Rachel's already given us and doing some mark making of her own on them. I've really enjoyed that. So I hope you guys have too. Thank you very much for watching. Happy crafting, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.